Top 5 Great Classic Adult Actresses Career started in early 80s. Honey Wilder, born Shirley Thompson Starks on the 26th of November, 1950, in Texas, is an American former actress, set decorator, and production designer best known for her work during the 1980s. Before entering the industry, she worked in real estate in the San Francisco Bay Area. Her career began unexpectedly when she visited a film set with actor Paul Thomas and volunteered to replace an actress who failed to appear. She quickly became one of the era's most respected performers, often portraying mature, motherly characters in productions such as the Taboo series alongside Kay Parker and as Tracy Lord's mother in It's My Body, 1985. In 1984, she received an AVN Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress in Taboo 2. She was also known for her strong acting abilities and distinctive voice, which was later used for VCA Pictures' Surgeon General disclaimer. After retiring in 1988, Wilder successfully transitioned into mainstream film and television production design and set decoration. By 2003, she was working behind the scenes in Hollywood productions, building a respected second career away from acting. Tracey Adams, born Deborah Blaisdell on the 6th of June 1958 in Severna Park, Maryland, is an American former actress, director, and model whose career spanned more than 3 decades. Before entering the industry, she attended broadcasting school, worked as a radio disc jockey in San Diego, and held various jobs, including commercial diving. After moving to California in the early 1980s, she began nude modeling and soon became one of the most respected performers of her era, known for both her acting ability and versatility. She also appeared in mainstream productions such as Wimps, Student Affairs, and Enrapture. She was inducted into the AVN Hall of Fame as a founding member. In her later life, Adams greatly reduced her on-screen work and focused on education and personal development. She completed UCLA's film and TV program and studied improvisational comedy at the Groundlings and the Improv in Los Angeles. She remains remembered as one of the most talented and enduring performers of the 1980s and 1990s. Veronica Hart, born Jane Esther Hamilton on the 27th of October 1956 in Las Vegas, Nevada, is an American former actress, director, producer, editor, and model. Before entering the industry, she worked as a model and earned a Bachelor of Arts in Theater Arts from the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. She became one of the most acclaimed performers of the late 1970s and early 1980s, appearing in notable films such as Amanda by Night, Roommates, Wanda Whips Wall Street, and A Scent of Heather. Hart won AFAA Best Actress Awards in 1981 and 1982, Best Supporting Actress in 1982, and was later inducted into the XRCO and AVN Hall of Fame. She retired from performing in the mid-1980s, but began directing films in the mid-1990s, primarily for VCA Pictures, earning an AVN Best Director nomination in 2002. In her later life, Hart appeared in several mainstream B-movies, many directed by Chuck Vincent, who considered her one of his favorite actresses. She had a relationship with producer Harold Lime, whom she met during the casting of Amanda by Night. The custody dispute depicted in Boogie Nights, 1997, was partly inspired by Hart's real-life battle over her son, and she even played the judge in the courtroom scene. As of 2011, she was working at the Erotic Heritage Museum in Las Vegas and remains one of the most respected figures of her generation. Lili Marlene, born the 18th of March, 1954, in Ohio, is an American former actress who became a recognizable figure during the 1980s. She began her career performing in 8mm loops in the late 1970s before making her feature debut in Doing It at age 28. Known for her energetic screen presence, blonde looks, and prolific work ethic, she appeared in well over 100 productions throughout the decade. Among her best-known films are The Young Like It Hot, Young Girls Do, and Forbidden Desire. She frequently worked alongside notable performers, such as John Holmes and Ron Jeremy during her career. After a successful run throughout the 1980s, Lili retired from the industry in the early 1990s and largely withdrew from public life. She remains remembered by fans as one of the most prolific blonde performers of her era. Rachel Ashley, born the 4th of July, 1964, in the United States, is an American former actress, costume designer, and singer who became one of the most popular performers of the 1980s. She entered the industry at age 19 with Flashdance, 1983, and quickly rose to prominence thanks to her glamorous looks and charismatic screen presence. During her career, she appeared in more than 75 productions, including Every Woman Has a Fantasy, Alexandra, and Naughty Girls Need Love Too. She also recorded the German-only single Golden Girls under the name Rhonda Vanderbilt. Her achievements include the 1984 AVN Award for Best New Starlet, the XRCO Award for Actress Single Performance, and the AFAA Best Actress Award for Every Woman Has a Fantasy. Rachel retired from performing in 1989 and largely withdrew from public life, maintaining a private lifestyle away from the spotlight.